Their past matters. The past of a man matters.
So it's
My
something
sister,
you have to decide.
look at it critically. The past of people matters. Okay? If you are a woman, look critically. If you're a man, the past of that woman matters. If she has slept with too many men and bro, you have looked at it, bro,
Yeah.
my dear, you might be saying, oh, I feel her. You know, I'm so in love with that, my dear. Love, they shock you. Marriage go clear your eye.
Now so
Inside marriage, your eye go clear.
yeah, and then I mean sometimes people just feel that okay, I mean someone in a state where the people have turned a new leaf, right? That's something that needs to be considered because some people turn new leaves but they don't turn new leaves, if you understand what I mean. That
It's pretending. I know sometimes people out of desperation can pretend.
Yes.
A bad girl can
a
bad girl can suddenly pretend and go to church to look for a husband.
Yes.
It's these days people try to do it.
You know,
but now
as a sister,
but now they have messed up even the churches so much that church people are starting to become wiser. Because at the time it was an in thing, you know, you see a girl will mess up herself everywhere, then she comes to church and tries to catch a good man. You know, to ensnare a good man, or you see a guy has messed up himself, messed up so many ladies' life,
and then
giving them trauma.
Then how far bros? He said they go church.
Then he comes to church. He say now he wants to look for a wife. He's looking for one,
and he has a spec.
God-fearing woman that fears God. Meanwhile, he has not changed his character because when he even marries that God-fearing woman, he will still start sleeping around.
Continue.
You see, so we need to be wary. That's why I say again, the past of that person matters. Try to know the past of that person,
and if they truly change, it will show. You will know.
You will know. Now, how do you find out people's past? Now, let's even give people an inkling, because knowing the past of a woman or a man matters. How do you find out their past? Sometimes, even before you start talking relationship or approaching the person, ask questions about the person. From their friends, because then they don't know you as somebody dating her or dating him, so they will be very open sometimes to sharing things with you. Ask their neighbors anonymously. So just ask about her activities, what she do in her life. You know, people that know her, you know, in a casual way, like you are not really interested.
Yeah, and trust people will say stuff. They don't even know why you're asking. They just say, oh no, this is it.
Or for a lady, if the guy has approached you, don't say yes quickly. Ask about him. Casually, observe him from afar. There are definitely more people that know him.
Data information that
you get data that you use for analysis.
To analyze. Even the one that is still practicing it, but told you maybe she's a prostitute.
You will get data.
The person will say, I know, now that they come out, they go every day.
Leave that guy.
Then the one that maybe the man has changed, for example, you say, no, okay, before in the
serious,
but now they go church. Even last week you can't do evangelism. You see, that's data that you will sit down and analyze.
People will. There will be somebody or some group of people somewhere that will give a testimony that will give you insights to who that person is and or to who that girl is or to who that guy is. And it's very important. Don't ignore those people. Listen to them. When they give you data, give you information about those people, about their past, and then from their past, also observe into their present. My dear, believe them. If the person has changed genuinely, you also hear people who say it. And then also from your own personal observations, you can be in events or functions where this person is, and from afar you can just observe the person, even before you agree to date the person. And then after that one, even if you now agree to date the person, you will still now have to observe again. Because the idea of dating, like we've always said, is for you to be finding out information, to be observing. So if the one you did was not enough, and then you now, or you had a goal in your spirit, then you now started dating the person, and then you now found out some things, and they are not the right things, my dear, step back. Oga, step back. Madam, step back. Just say abandon ship. This one. You know, then I didn't see it clearly before I agreed to date. But now I've observed. And since you have observed in the dating, my dear, just abandon ship. But if from what you've seen, people said, okay, this has happened, and then you now go forward and I say, oh, it's true. It's like from what I've observed, okay? That's why it's important when you are dating, don't get involved with people, involved with sleeping around with people. Sleeping around while dating, it shuts down your judgment. It shuts down your judgment. Do not sleep with people.
You can't see clearly.
Lady, don't sleep with that guy. If you are looking for a husband to marry. Guy, don't sleep with that lady if you are looking for a wife to marry. Once you start sleeping with a person, your judgment about that person will always be what? It will always be blood.
Yeah.
Okay, it will not be clear. What I'm looking for the right word. There's a word for it.
It's frozen in the brain, like kind of you're not thinking straight.
No, I'm looking. There's a word for it. When your judgment is I'm not looking. But more like you always more be biased. Okay, in your judgment. Okay, you will not see things clearly. And sometimes even when people are pointing it out to you, see how he's behaving. See how she's behaving. You say no. Because you have started sleeping with the person.
Yeah, and then because you're also sleeping with the person, what happens is that you keep saying things like, because there's some investment. The person don't sleep.
Yes, the emotional investment.
So even when you're seeing that, Kai, this is not the right path to take,
you feel invested. If you're a lady, you feel
your life. Or
yes,
the
he has used you.
The
woman has taken too much.
So you can't. That's what he's trying to say, that you can't even really think and make any.
You can't think it through clearly.
So because you end up being a slave. Just continue till the thing becomes gets out of hand.
Basically, I think that's part of what I was trying to say is emotional investment. So when there's an emotional attachment, it becomes difficult. Okay.
To withdraw.
When there's a sleeping attachment, you're started sleeping with the person. There's part of you that gets attached. And it becomes more difficult. That's where you see that somebody will be doing something that is off point. A man will be misbehaving in the relationship. Instead of leaving, you will quarrel with him, but you will not want to leave him. You see a toxic relationship and you still want to marry. Or a guy, you see a toxic relationship, you still want to marry her. You see how
if there are no strings attached, there's nothing like any.
It's easier.
Yes, it's easier to
leave a relationship
because you didn't invest anything in that sense.
It's easier to leave a relationship, okay, if you have not slept with the person.
True.
Okay, because there is no soul tie. There's no emotion, beyond the initial feeling that you have, and now. Most likely, with the things that are happening, your eyes have cleared, so that butterfly has gone down. But there's no soul tie based on physical, intimacy. No. So it's easy for you to look at things more objectively. All right. So it's very important for you to know people's past. That's where we started from. That's where this video is all about. We just did a digression. All right. Their past matters. His past matters, madam.
It's important.
Her past matters. Don't allow anybody on social media to tell you why do you care about my past. See, their past is an insight into their future behavior. Yes, their past will give you an insight to their future.
True.
Okay, especially when that past has carried them until you met them. Okay, if the past carried them to where you now met them, and by the time you are meeting them, they have now changed.
They've changed.
That change now, genuine change.
People change.
That one is now a different past because you are meeting them now at that point.
Yes.
That one is they've changed, so that's a different past. Okay. Yes. So you are meeting them in their present past, which is presently to you, but it's also their past because they've let go of something and they've changed. If you meet them there, then all good and well. But if is that their past? That is, they are still talking, and somebody saying, "Don't judge me by my past." In short, when people are quick to say, "Don't judge me by my past," my dear, check very well in that past. When a woman or a guy is saying, "Don't judge me by my past," check very well about that past. Shine torchlight.
Analyze it.
And get data and analyze that past very well to be very sure. Before you say, "I do" or anything like that.